Hey Matt, welcome. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Elliot. I'm excited to kick off this podcast with this initial episode.
I'm excited as well. I know when you and I originally talked, I threw out the idea of a show with you, and I really just wanted to make it a casual conversation about anything finance related, whether it's us personally or people we've worked with or things we've seen online. So I'm excited to talk about this. Maybe we do brief backgrounds here. So I'm a financial planner that's been practicing over 10 years. I worked 10 years at a larger registered investment advisor, but started my own firm a few years ago and primarily work with widows, caregivers, and people approaching retirement, and a lot of wisdom to draw from between the two of us. So, do you want to give maybe a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, Elliot, what's your firm name too? You
I forgot that,
conveniently
didn't
left
I?
that
I'm a
out. Yeah,
terrible salesperson. Kindness Financial Planning is the name of my firm. Thank you, Matt.
awesome. And you're virtual, right?
I am 100% virtual, yes.
Awesome. So yeah, my name's Matt Fizell. I also own my own financial planning firm. I'm just a smidge behind Elliot. Coming up on my 10th year though, in this business, and started out in a big insurance-based company. Realized that wasn't for me. Bounced around at a few smaller firms before starting my own, and I work with a lot of different types of professionals. But if I had to say, my primary demographic is really those in healthcare or those who own a business. So, yep, just like Elliot, completely virtual, and yeah, work with clients all across the country. So, what I'm most excited about though for this podcast, I've joked with people as I've talked about this, in us getting ready to launch this, where we were having awesome conversations over coffee or on Zoom or in our study group, and just to be able to share some of our own stories as well as we go through our financial lives, and just make it known to those listening that just because we're financial planners doesn't mean that we're immune from tough decisions or maybe making some mistakes along the way, but just being able to share those and also just help decipher some of the big headlines that we see out there, especially as we go through this wild world after the pandemic. So, yeah, if you have a question and you're listening to this, you can either email Elliot or I personally. Both of our emails will be down in the show notes for each show, along with the overall YouTube channel or podcast channel, wherever you're listening to those. And there will also be a link to a Google form. So if you just want to anonymously submit a question, you can go ahead and do that through that form. And yeah, if it's a good one, we'll try to address it on the next episodes coming up. One final disclaimer before we send out this final episode: none of what we talk about either today or in future episodes is or should be considered financial advice, and always talk to your financial professionals before making changes to your situation. Elliot, anything else you want to close us out with?
Please submit us questions. We want to hear from you, so we're not just talking about stuff that we want to talk about. We want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, love it. Well, we'll see you all in the next episode, and yeah, look forward to hearing from you.